As you can see right behind me, Taipei 101 is slightly hidden in clouds. The weather has cleared up though, but still, if you are at the summit, you won't see shit. So today I decided to bring a final visit to Taipei 101 to see if the weather had cleared up enough for me to actually bring a visit, as going all the way up only to be surrounded by grey clouds isn't really worth it. Today was that day though, or my last chance really, as tomorrow I would fly back to Indonesia again. And you know what? I screwed up with the sound, again. While I was recording with my GoPro and my mic was connected properly, I didn't turn on the mic part, so no sound was recorded for the duration of me recording basically everything. So I'll be doing this voiceover for the duration of this video, unfortunately. I just bought a ticket online upon arrival at Taipei 101 by metro earlier, as I wanted to confirm there was actually a view from the top first. There was, so I purchased a ticket while waiting to enter, as the observation deck was about to open in 15 minutes time. And as soon as that door opens on a cloudy day like today, you'll realize it's just all barely possible today. The clouds are probably a few dozen meters above us currently, and even that can change quickly as we are near some pretty steep hills and mountains, mainly east of the city here. This flooring is reacting to people's footsteps. I couldn't play with it too long as there were a bunch of local, I assume mainland China is still closed and this was a Chinese tour group, tourists waiting for their TikTok moment. Views from up here, 382 meters above street level, are pretty decent even in this bad weather. Taipei 101 followed up the Petronas Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia as the highest building in the world in 2004, but would give away this position to Burj Khalifa only 5 years later in 2009. I have visited both in recent years and I have linked to the videos of them in the description below. Did you know that while under construction, Taipei 101 experienced an earthquake with a magnitude of 7.1? The earthquake took place on March 31st, 2002. The observation deck itself has a small restaurant and gift shop where you can use your 100 Taiwan dollar gift voucher you get when purchasing a ticket. At least, that's what I got when I visited. We have now moved on to the eastern side, where we have views over lush green mountains with a few scattered villages there. These sudden and steep mountains are the reason that the city hasn't developed much towards here. The area is prone to landslides during typhoon rains, as we have experienced in recent days as well. These swiping views over cities from above is absolutely what I've come to like over the years, while visiting these kind of higher places. Sometimes it's just nice to sit down for a while, just staring at life on the streets below, without having the feeling being a pervert for looking down at people just a little bit too long. It's time to walk over that huge ball that's supposed to stabilize this entire building if there is too much wind and also earthquake movements. The tuned mass damper is just that, a giant spherical thing that hangs from steel cables somewhere high up in the building. As we are pretty high up, we don't have to walk far. How convenient. This 660 metric ton weight will prevent the building from swaying as much as possible during typhoon winds and earthquakes. With a major fault line just about 200 meters away from this building, that seems to be a good idea. The tuned mass damper is mounted on the 92nd floor and hangs as low as the 87th floor. As it was bad weather today, mainly a lot of rain still, the outside observation deck was closed for public. This was informed to guests before entry of the security area. As I didn't have the possibility to wait any longer for better weather, it was still a go for me. I guess the outside area is even better than the inside one, but when the weather is bad, it won't be fun outside, as it's, well, outside and not covered with a roof. With one more look at this giant ball and another walk around the entire observation deck, it was time to go down to street level again. It was still mostly dry, so I decided I wanted to visit another market and score something to eat outside before heading back to my hotel.